All right, so now that we figured this all out, we have to pay it, right? So if you take federal government, calls this your federal tax liability, right? So in your federal tax liability, you have your FICA plus your federal income taxes, right? So you have to pay this on the 15th of every month, 12 times a year. So once a month, so 12 times a year. Right? Your state income taxes is done every week. You gotta pay that 52 times. Try to slide this down. Your FUTA, you've got to pay that every quarter. The government says if you go over $500, you have to pay that. So let's assume you do that. So you got to pay that once a quarter. So you got to pay that 4 times a year. And your suing, you got to pay that 4 times a year as well. So with that being said, you've made the payments and everything. Now you got to reconcile everything. Make sure that everything matches. Whether the government says you owe this number on the 941 mentions how much you paid, and you hope those two numbers relate. So each quarter, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, right? You've got to reconcile for your federal tax liability on 941. Right? And your state income tax is on a state tax form. And your SUI is on a SUI form. So you gotta do this each quarter as a small business owner. And when you're done doing all that, you think you're done, you got 6 employees that you gotta do W-2s for. Right? So after you do all the W-2s, then you gotta reconcile these W-2s on a W-3. Right? So my question is, why would an employer or a business owner want to deal with this mess?
And that's where you come in.
It's a heavy responsibility. And the government says in the 2015, there was $8 million in penalties assessed to small business just like Joan who thought they could do this on their own and made mistakes.